This might be one of the wildest things I have ever done. I just want y'all to know that. So, shortly, I'm going to start my gaming telethon. For those of you who are watching, y'all, we're in for a wild ride. I don't know. I don't know a damn thing about live streaming other than Instagram Live, which is just so easy to use, and have been using really for the past year or so. So allow me to start by saying hi. I'm Kay Ross. Most of you may know me as the community manager for Stage 32, but you may not know I'm also a writer, producer, actor, sometimes director. Living the life of the multi-hyphenate in LA. Not originally from LA, but that can be a topic for another time. But the whole point of me pushing past my comfort zone and trying this live stream thing is because my creative partner and I, we made this incredible, epic short film proof of concept, and we got ourselves all the way through development and pre-production and production. We're now in post-production. We just hit picture lock, and today is our very last day of our Kickstarter campaign. I'm gonna bring this microphone a little closer to my mouth because I'm so used to doing Zoom as just a Zoom and no one really cares what I sound like. So we gonna go the full, I was gonna say the full Monty, that isn't quite right. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. So today's the last day of the Kickstarter. So for anybody who is chiming in or watching this recorded, if you have the time, because we're going to do this in 2-hour blocks, so you'll be able to watch the recording as we go. We are going to be doing this all day, different games throughout the day. If you would like to play with us, we have Uno, we have Jackbox, we have Age of Empires that you can play with us. Check out sanctuaryfilm.net. That's SANCTUARY film, FILM.net, to contribute to our campaign, and then you can come and play with us. For now, however, I'm really just going to play by myself. That's what I was looking for. Let me just let this restream dude let him know that he helped me and he can go on. That's it. Thank you. All right, I'm also going to do just a little. I'll tell you what, that construction outside is something. Hello. How are you all? How are we doing? It's interesting that even on Instagram, it says share a photo with your video with your viewers. Okay, I like that. Let's see what we can do about that. Here, this is a great way to start. So I have a screen capture of our most recent hello. I just wanted to let everybody know that we are currently at 60 backers for our Kickstarter campaign. We actually have some matching contributors, which is amazing. So I just kind of wanted to let people know that if we can get another 40 contributors today, then our matching backers will throw us another 7,000. 7,000, guys. 7,000. That's amazing. So we're really looking to just blow this goal out of the water. Can you tell I haven't had coffee yet? I'm just like, yes, this is me live streaming. It's amazing. I love it. Hello. So good to see you guys. So if you have not already, please go to sanctuaryfilm.net right now. Today is our very, very last day. I just want to point out that we're not aiming for money at this point, because if we can get to 100 backers by the end of today, we will actually get this huge matching contribution from our donators. I don't know what you call them, contributors, sure, of at least 7,000. So $1, $10, $25, whatever feels good to you. I know we've got some exciting perks, so throw that into the mix as to whether or not you want to join in. But just know you don't have to go all out because every dollar counts. So if you haven't already, www.sanctuaryfilm.net. And if you're down, we're actually doing a gaming telethon all day. So if you want to come and see us make total fools of ourselves playing online games, we're going to be on all day. I'm leaving the link in my bio, although I should probably do that in my story as well. And yeah, that's all I got, guys. I'm gonna be checking in every couple of hours. So if I didn't see you on this round, I will see you again soon. Bye now. Join me live as I play Hogwarts Legacy and remind everyone to contribute to our campaign today, ! All caps. Today is the last day. So visit www.sanctuaryfilm.net to contribute. We're attempting to secure 100 contributors today. Thank you for joining us. And we'll see you on YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn, whatever works for you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I don't type anything ever. Except the damn tagging. Invite collaborators. Sanctuary. Yes, this is all the pre-game chatter. We'll be starting our game here shortly. Garrett. And then and trying to remember all of my people to tag, which sounds like it wouldn't be hard, but we actually have a massive crew, so I have to remember, like, who do I tag again? I don't remember. Isn't that terrible? Oh, I hate that. Okay, I'm just gonna go with what I've got. Share. Before I forget, since this is also the channel, include that. Yeah, that knocking sound, y'all are gonna hear that all day. Sorry. Right. Linktree. Nope, not LinkedIn. Where it is assuredly going, what's going on? Because I'm streaming from this to LinkedIn, and then I tried to log on to LinkedIn. Crazy. Cool. Let's say, join me live. Cool. All right. Well, that's all I got. I say it really is. Yeah, the last great whatever. So for those of you who don't know about my journey, it's just so strange that I learned broadcast after I did film school, but I learned it from my students in Maryland. I used to teach teenagers. God, it's so loud. We have construction going on right outside of our house, or outside of our door, really, right outside of our door. But this whole live streaming thing is just all sorts of new to me. So I'm glad I can read instructions online. All right. Thanks for hanging in there. I feel like I've done everything. The only thing that is left to do, really, is just share my screen. So I'm going to go ahead and get set up. Now, please know, because I have not figured out all the things I have figured out. I have figured out the restream from Zoom to these other platforms, but I have not figured out how to actually just broadcast directly from Steam. Whatever, it's fine. So I say that to say it may be a little stuttery. My bad. That's just how it's gonna go. Okay. I hear you. And because I hear you, I will share sound so you guys can enjoy it with me. Yeah, preparing these shaders is always hilarious to me because so that when you're in really dark rooms, you can actually still see stuff. Fun times with Hogwarts Legacy. Don't let me forget. I have to let my creative partner know that I'm here. You are welcome. All right. Okay, I'm on the 10 o'clock call. Make sure that you access the link in Google Calendar. I'll be starting Hogwarts Legacy soon, but the live stream is already up while it's loading. You can totally join and mute when you're on phone calls. And that's what I'm going to say about that. It's a very strange thing. I think you guys probably already know this better than I do, that if you're playing a game for somebody else to watch, like, you can talk about stuff, but you can't really necessarily engage with anybody. So, for example, if you comment in the chat box or whatever, like, I can't see it if I'm playing the game. So you still need someone to moderate it. And because this is a telethon, like, we really need someone to moderate it. Anyway, all that being said, the things you learn when you try new things, you know, push yourself outside your comfort zone. It's very helpful. I was looking for something. What am I looking for? I'm just going to revamp this. Thanks, guys. Aw. This is great. We're at 60 backers. We're just gonna spend all day gaming to assuage any sort of upset. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, when we were discussing how in the world to like, woo, she is up. I love the texture of this opening, which if it's laggy for you, my apologies. If you haven't seen it, were there any spoilers, my apologies. But I think if there's anything that I've really just enjoyed about as a PC gamer anyway, Hogwarts Legacy, it's really just these, I can't even use my mouse to point it out, but these details and the depth of that, background, and it's really just gives you that sense of magic. It's so nice. All right, we are any keying now. Only if it listens to you, right? Look at that. Oh, love the details. So yes, yes, I have already started playing. I love my Ravenclaw. You know what I will do, just so that if there are any comments, I can maybe sort of see it. On my dashboard over here. Cool. I can see that it's streaming. I just can't see any of the comments. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. Oof. This is so weird. All right. So I feel like, anybody who hasn't played this and is joining us or watching the replay, maybe we'll start a new character just so that you can get a feel for it. And I like pushing in every direction. So my Ravenclaw is female identifying. If you haven't had a chance to see her, she's lovely. I love her hair. I was just talking about the other day that everybody's always envious of the thing you don't have. So I have quite straight hair, like reject from the 60s straight. So I love curly hair. Wavy, curly, doesn't matter. My main guy that I've been playing with, my partner, my husband, we've been Hufflepuffing it up together. I mean, he's like if Harry Potter were Dean Cain. And I just recently started a Gryffindor just because I kind of wanted to see the common room again. And, I kind of like the idea of keeping him Scottish. Although I'm not sure Bartholomew is truly a Scottish name. But I don't have a Slytherin yet. So I feel like maybe for this last slot, maybe I'll do a Slytherin. And, yeah, maybe y'all can help me build her. Actually, I do have one of my backers who might be joining us soon. Sorry, y'all, full disclosure, I'm tired AF. I was assisting with Holly Shorts here in LA. It's an Oscar qualifying film festival, and y'all, I'm cooked. I'm done. So this is as much energy as I can risk right now. All right. I'm going to put myself on mute for just a moment. Enjoy you know what? He is very good looking. I'm going to leave with my Hufflepuff though, as I mute. Because I think he's cuter. Whatever, it's fine.
Hi, Kit.
Alrighty. I have a directive from one of our backers about because as I was saying earlier, hi Garrett. I'm sorry. I'm just running with it. I'm just on a roll. Are you down for the roll?
I had a cinnamon roll for breakfast, so yes.
uh so I was for anybody who was watching, I was letting people know that I've basically created a character for every house except Slytherin, and for anybody who hasn't experienced the game, I thought, you know what? I'll just make a new character so that you can experience the opening of the game, which is quite thrilling. So I have a request from the backer. Do you want to watch as I make an entirely different character? I can't.
Uh, yes, if you'd like. I think. Um, do we know how many people are watching right now?
I
Wait for
don't.
more people to join, or we can just go you and I.
Hold on. The issue is clicking off. There we go.
True.
According to Twitch, we have one person watching. Hi, person on Twitch.
I think that might be me.
It might also be me. Although, so every however long I'm going to be doing IG lives, just to make sure that people know I'm here and I'm doing a thing. And we've been doing IG lives for a while now. Okay. From the tippity top. This is your Hogwarts letter. In-game, remember. We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th-year student. Term begins on September 1st. Preliminary supplies have been collected for you and will accompany you on your journey to the castle. As you may be aware, the decree for the reasonable restriction of underage sorcery prohibits the use of magic those under the age of 17 outside school, which is you. However, due to your unique circumstances, the ministry has graciously agreed to allow Professor Eleazar Fig to help you hone your spellcasting before escorting you from London to the castle for the start of term feast and the sorting ceremony. Yours sincerely, Professor Weasley, Deputy Headmistress. All right, we're about to get in it. But again, only if I can switch my... There we go. Switching from one screen to the other is wild. All right. So it's a weird chain of thoughts, but the backer was on their way to a lunch date it's a kind of Chinese food there's a small population in China that is actually Muslim. So it is Muslim Chinese food. And I was like, that is fascinating. I would love to learn more personally. But so I was like, oh, do you want me to make my next character Asian in honor of your lunch date? And they were like, sure. So that's my goal. Although she seems more native, but I want to see. I feel like no, I'm fine with that. Yes. Sometimes the hair is just so blah. We're just gonna run through it. Oh, that's nice. I do like that little messy bun. Tight bun. Oh my no. And that's the hair I had earlier. I really do like curly hair. It's one of my favorites. Oh, I like that. That's quite nice. Whoa. That could be cute. Ooh, I do like that. It's very reminiscent of my own hair, actually.
I was
Uh,
just thinking the exact same thing.
oh man. You know what? The other backer also has quite short hair, so maybe I will keep it short. Um, ooh, hair color. I've stayed pretty natural with a lot of my characters, so I feel like I kind of want to go a little wild. And she is Slytherin. Okay, the bright green, I'm not sure I can abide by. Any thoughts? Something wild, but
I think like the bright amber color is kind of.
bright amber. Was that towards the end? Hold on, I'm gonna start at the.
It was kind of closer to the middle, I think. Keep going back. I'll let you know.
I do like a good turquoise. That one's quite nice against her skin tone, but
Or maybe like a silvery.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, that one right there. That was the amber I was thinking about. But it is your character. I will let you decide.
Well, let's play. Let's see what else we can do with it. And you can always change the hair color, much like life. So, and I love the fact that you can actually give your characters these little scars, because it kind of begs the question: how in the world did they get the scar?
Right, especially since you're what, 13.
Right. I kind of like this idea that she's got a scar. Well, it's 5th year, so 15. I like that the hair is kind of covering over the scar. I've met more than a few people. Oh, I like that, right? One that kind of it almost flows with their hair, so you almost don't catch it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like me like it. Ooh, freckles and moles. We almost don't see it. Okay, so by her lip, by her eyebrow, by her eye. Wait, what? Oh, haha, sorry. No. I have been given a decree. Oh, that's fun. Sorry. Did not originally occur to me that she would have like full freckle. What? Just cheek freckle? All right, I like it. Do kind of light freckling. Kind of like the mole off to the side, just to even out the scar on the other side. You know what? I was trying to shy away from the freckles, but it delighted me, so I think I'm going to do the freckles instead. Bit of light freckling. Let's do it. So I do think it's interesting when they talk about complexion versus skin tone, because you never really think about like the splotchiness of your skin. But it's it's a nuance, and it's worth noting.
It is. And one thing I never quite understood in Oblivion, when you're doing their character creation, you change your complexion and the shape of your face actually changes. And I've never quite figured out why that happens, but it does.
I mean, some part of it can also just be like, so the coloring, right? I tend to have like rosy cheeks, and when you put that rosiness right up here as opposed to down here, that little pop of color makes it look like it changes the shape of your face, but it doesn't actually. And This is just a level of fine tuning I kind of don't care about. I was just fascinated to see all of them. So this looks good. I can still see her freckles. I can still see her scar. I think the thing I kind of want to play with is like eye color and eyebrows, which is next. And this one is always fun for me because I'm just like, man, they went through the paces to figure this shit out. Also, maybe many people know this and they don't care, but most people don't seem to know that when you're younger, you tend to have thicker eyebrows because of health, like nutrients and hormones, and you just have enough of it to have extra eyebrows. So to deplete yourself of eyebrows in a way ages you early. So for as long as you can keep your thick brows, do it. Because it's part of what naturally shows your youth. Oh, I do like that little extra bit of a scar. Isn't that fascinating? Like they'd already done the scar area. I you know what? I did just advocate for thick brows, but that's a little too much for me. That's the one we did. She started with this one. That's fine to me. Eye color. We're gonna have some fun. Is there any way to zoom in? No, we're just gonna have to deal with it. I do like a good set of hazel eyes, regardless of the character. Every time I see a girl with green eyes, especially if it's like an Asian female with green eyes, I always think back to Little Trouble in Big China, where like the bad guy's on this great search for, the girl with emerald eyes or the jade eyes. And of course now he's got two. Anyway, it's funny to me, like how often that is not a thing, but in that film, like it is the thing. Oh, the my Ravenclaw character, because you couldn't see it before, she's got that rainbow color. Which I've only ever seen that famous issue of National Geographic, and that lady from, I want to say Afghanistan, but I could be wrong. But I remember she's wearing the head covering, not the full hijab, but she's got this lovely raven colored hair, beautiful skin. But what really stands out are these truly rainbow colored eyes. Just striking. And I was like, ooh, I think my Ravenclaw should have striking eyes. I was going to say, I kind of feel like similarly like dynamic eyes, and that it's kind of like a gray green. I really like those for her. Thoughts, feelings?
I like it. Looks good.
All right, now back to the original query. So we've got our amber color, which we didn't scroll back through. So there's a kind of a darker of the amber. I do like that one as well, if I'm going for subtle. But I wanted to see. Wow. Okay. So strange. Oh, hey. Oh, I mean, I always like natural hair color as well, but hold on. Oh, I do like the gray. That's quite fun. And every time I see the color change now with her eyes, I'm like, I really like those eyes. Aw, thanks. My breakfast has been, that's really hot. Son of a bitch, son of a bitch. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. Sorry, breakfast was delivered. Okay. Yes, really, just reinforcing that I really like the eye color. I don't feel the brown, don't feel the yellow. Kind of feeling the dark red. I don't mind the bright either. It's hard not to feel the blue. Blue is always classic. Now that I see it with her eyes, as much as I liked this color before, I don't really dig it now. Do kind of like purple hair with the green eyes. Is that weird? I think that's pinkish, and then a mauve, and then a bright pink, and then a light pink. It's hard to do pink though and not think of Tonks, so okay, I'm gonna do a halfway point because I think I like this one better. I think you like this one better, so I think I'm gonna do the one in between and see if we can live with it.
I like it.
Cool. All right, last in the lineup. All right, voice one.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
That was quite something.
That's very cool. You can basically decide on your character's gender identity. That's pretty cool. And then pitch.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
So
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
if you want her to have a higher pitched voice,
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade. I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
So I think they must have recorded once and then tweaked it because
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
I'm pretty sure that's the pitch that I chose for my other female character.
That was quite
You
something.
can tell there's like a, I don't know, distortion.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
And I feel like I don't hear it in the middle pitch, and I hear it in every
I
other
am
pitch,
indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
right? So I'm going to keep it at the middle pitch.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
I have no idea what to name her.
Opening up the name generator. Stand by.
Thank you. I will have a couple of bites of breakfast while you do that. And since you're doing that, anybody who's watching, I want to make sure you guys know the whole reason we're here is to bring more attention to the last hours of our Kickstarter campaign for our feature film, for our proof of concept film, Sanctuary. So you can find out more information at sanctuaryfilm.net. Please, please, please check it out. Honestly, we're just looking for ways to have fun with our final hours at this point. So also because our team, sorry, I'm gonna clear my mouth first. Our team actually worked at a distance. So we end up doing a lot of things online. We do a lot of Zooms, shared screen through like Google Docs and write on the same thing at the same time. So when we started doing team building things like Jackbox, it just made sense that we would also do those things online so that everybody could participate. So we just kind of wanted to riff off of that and give you guys a taste of like, you know, things really are being made at a distance. And sure, once production hits, you know, you can fly out and be in the same space together physically, but there's a lot of work you do. You know, online at a distance, and it works. I see
I sent
comments
you
in
a
the
few
chat.
names.
Uncle. All right, just so you guys can be on the same page. The 3 that came up are... Ooh, sorry. There's some pepper in that. Aurora Beaver Dam. Ooh, that is a terrible last name. Nigella Elm. Karma Little Tree. I feel like I want to remix this bitch. I do
Feel free
like
to
the
combine
name,
stuff.
right? I feel like maybe Aurora Elm or Aurora Little Tree.
I'm thinking Aurora Elm.
Okay. So Aurora Elm. She is a witch. Yep. And then, all right, guys, we're in it. We're about to start it. It's gonna get epic. Garrett, have you seen the opening for this yet?
I've actually never seen anyone play the game. I know a little bit about it, but this is the first time I'm watching a game being played.
What? Oh, how exciting! All right, well, hold on to your butts.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I'd been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Dun dun dun.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other fifth years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly. To keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's the glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard? How did you...
Wait! We do.
Hang on!
Oh yeah. It's great.
The key! Give me your hand! Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
All right, and I've already programmed my keys, so only if it. Oh right. I have to click back on the screen because I'm switching between screens.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir. If you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
And I detest WASD. I learned very early on that I prefer arrows. And part of it's because I like the arrows better. I also mouse with my left hand.
How far did that
Can
port
you
key take
change
us?
these settings to be
Farther from
arrow key?
London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you think...
The port key was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Yeah, you can change that in settings.
Mind your
After
steps.
That's my current prediction. George is still alive somewhere.
I'm sorry.
Where do you suppose your wife got the
George,
port
the,
brought
the,
us?
the guy in the carriage.
A good question.
They're saying he's dead, but I don't.
Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a
think
long-forgotten
I-
form of ancient magic.
I think I changed that as well. So yeah, it told me to do spacebar, which I also... I had to
Ancient
change
magic.
everything the moment I changed my arrow keys.
A powerful magic
So-
wielded by a rare few.
Oh, I forgot.
Seems to
Hold
have
on.
been lost to time.
We can't go too far from him, but as you run through this space, don't forget that you can, like, you can attack things. And if there's anything off path, take it as soon as you find it, because there are already hidden chests even in this first walkthrough. I don't think he's shown you how to attack these yet, so I don't think you can actually... Oh, hold on.
Hogwarts Castle was built by, and
No,
is
not like
itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the port key, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Okay, so there's a thing...
Is
I
that
keep looking for
ice?
the path.
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
All right, this one I did not change because, you know, mousing is mousing. Destroy the magical barrier. So all it takes is a click to flick your wand. Whoa.
Excellent!
Oh, thanks, tutorial. I appreciate that. And honestly, these will come up all the time, and partly so that you understand how to continue using whatever they've taught you, not just these are the buttons, but also like in context, your targets will be highlighted. So you have an assist, as it were. All right, thank you, pop-up. And I was gonna say, I think this one's gonna drag us down. And now that I can whip out my wand, which I feel like, yeah, I can't go back up, but I feel like there's a path coming up.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
Again, with the active target, you'll notice that these vases now are highlighted. And every time they're highlighted, I can...
Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
There is a part of your brain that goes, ooh, what do I get? It's like the Lego effect, right? Where you're just like, okay, something broke open. I should have a thing now. But no, that's not necessarily how it will go with those. It will later, but not right now. Whoa.
Ah, up there.
So he's figured out, as I just looked and figured out, that you climb up and you do the thing. There is definitely... There's a box somewhere. I will find out where the F it is, but I don't remember. I do not remember. Ooh, hold on. Nope, that's the way I came. Oh, tell you what. And you can't go too far off because anytime that you're on a specific mission, they kind of like, they rein you in. Ugh. So bad at finding hidden things. This is why I'm married to a gamer, and I am not a gamer
We're
myself.
close now. It's just ahead.
Oh, this might be it. Hold, please. Gonna go back into the search. Look, I'm not necessarily grubby, like in my nature, but when it comes to gaming, if you have told me that somewhere in my space is an extra thing that I have to go and find and loot, well then I guess I'm gonna be finding it because no stone left unturned. That's how I feel about that.
Steady yourself! Reparo!
Oop, time to follow. Sorry, I'm sending out the word to everybody on Instagram to let them know where we are, what we're doing. For those of you who are just now joining us,
Almost there!
this is a gaming telethon so that y'all know this is our last day doing our campaign. So your last chance to be part of the team. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to
Why would someone have built
sanctuaryfilm.net.
this
I
here?
suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
So there is something else you're going to learn here shortly. Ooh, thanks, Minimap. Which is called Revelio, to reveal anything that's magical. But until that time, you don't know what's going on in this space. Can you tell? Can you tell I've been doing this a few times? But since he's asked me to explore, that is what I'm going to do in every little nook and cranny, because partly, as we all know, there's no points for it. It's literally just target practice. Hey, I've, identified a thing. Anytime that little widget comes up, it's usually an investigate. Come and look at it.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
One more thing to blast. It's worth noting that when you do wand work like that, see how she takes a step forward? Please be careful if you're on a ledge. Because every time you do it, see how I get closer to the edge of the stair, you will fall off. So be careful. See, and this is easier because, stairs, so she'll just work her way down the stairs. But if you're literally on a ledge, that's what's gonna happen.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
I don't know who you are, so I'm just gonna message you anyway. And really, when you're new to something, why wouldn't you just blast everything? That's what we're here for. There is another thing somewhere close by, as we all know from Princess Bride. Or maybe we don't know from Princess Bride. Maybe I'm just making a really outdated reference, and y'all are gonna realize just slow down. Somewhere close by is another chest. I'm sure of it. Or at least I remember there being a chest. I swear there's a second chest. I thought it was at this level. Oop. Faces! I know. I'm just dicking around now. And part of it's the reaction time. I want to make sure I'm not stuttering too bad. For me or for you. And let's just take a moment to marvel. Look at this location. I mean, they really did it up. I'm very, very, very pleased with the look of this game, the feel of this game. I mean, they knew that the selling point, I think, was always going to be the world and building your own character in the world. And, you know, it is very much one of the big battles of this generation of identity, and certainly gender identity. So having that liberty through your own character creation, especially considering the
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking?
y'all know the issues with JK, and y'all know why it was important to have a transgender character in this game, who we will meet shortly. Don't you worry, coming up. All right. Again, Shiznit's about to get real. Really wish I could find that other chest, though. I know there's one other. I just don't remember where it is. And maybe I'm just remembering too much.
What's this? Professor Fig!
Shiznit's gonna get real.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
You ready, Garrett?
I'm ready.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Well, you look at that.
That's interesting.
I'm just gonna look around for a moment so you guys can see this dark and creepy space. I mean, it's also really extravagant, but dark and creepy.
It's the bank.
It is from the bank. It's like you know it.
Hello?
It can't be. Just a moment. Oh. Where are we here? Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then. Stay close. After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service.
You'll want to take a breath. A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw in the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
Here we are. When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today.
Sorry guys, I was sending out a message on Instagram, so let me just hit send. Thank you so much. Send separately, but ow. All right. Again, it's about to get real. And actually, before we get too terribly far, I'll do it here in a minute. We're at 10:50. Yeah, in about 10 minutes I'll check in.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
So every time you learn a new spell, you actually have to, like, quote unquote, learn it. That is to say, you go through this motion, and once you get it right, because that's not to say you necessarily get it right every time, but once you get it right, then you are given access to that spell. So, as it says, you can see my mouse changes the direction of that little widget. So I have to keep it on course as it moves and changing the direction as I go. And every time it passes this little guy, you hit the key to give it like a little power up. And if you don't do it in a timely manner, like it'll, like a fuse, it'll just burn up before you have a chance to finish it. So, like a little puzzle, but easier. All right, so it just takes a spacebar to start it. Another space bar to keep it going. I'm gonna keep it turning around the R. Another little space, and then I gotta turn it so it goes down. But kind of cool, no? Boop 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 doo doo doo. And this is another one of those where I'm like, Revelio is actually.
Revelio.
I've hotkeyed it
I
so
saw
it's
something.
Move a
close
bit
to my
closer
arrows.
and try again.
And that is something to know that the area in which you can reveal things is very close at first. You have the chance to expand on it later. All right, so
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw in the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
sorry, someone just mentioned that the here is the full link. Paste. Thank you for letting me know. I have great admiration for people who do these live streaming broadcast things more often. I think ours is always just going to be more difficult because it was always a telethon. It was always both playing and like fielding requests. Oh,
This
yeah.
is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
So I think you can see now why the first part of setting up the game is all about figuring out just how dark can your screen go, because, well, we're going to be in dark rooms and really early on, so, and often, I
I
might
see
add.
something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
We do not currently have access to Lumos, so that's one of the reasons we have to stay close to Professor Fig, because until you learn it, you can't screw. All right, you ready to go down? I keep thinking Alice in Wonderland, but it's not the rabbit hole. Wait, is that the rabbit hole? My brain is so shot right now.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
Okay, so first, you have to
There
reveal
must
it.
be something to that reflection you're seeing.
Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
There we go. I should cast Lumos. Thank you. Same thing, we're just going to keep it on track and give it that little power up so it can actually start moving. All space bars, so we go up. And then down. And we just got to beat the little red thing, because again, like a little timer. You've acquired the wand lighting charm. Yay! Which has automatically been slotted to your spell set. which is the only hitch to having arrows, because you still, if you're gonna fight, you still kind of need the rest of your keyboard, because otherwise you don't have enough room around the hotkeys of your arrows. Tap 1.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Uh-oh. Will you look at that? Haha! As previously stated, Shiznit's about to get real.
Look out!
Alright, so Q for Protego.
Accio! Descendo! Levioso! Deposo!
Kind of have to let them try and attack me, because otherwise I don't have to.
Descendo! Confringo!
Oh, come on, man.
Levioso!
Come on.
Protego! Deposo!
There.
Confringo! Expulso!
There we go. I'm not sure why it asked me to do Protego before the attacks.
Stay close!
Alright, staying close. So,
Professor?
we're
Professor
literally
Fig!
in a dark
Professor,
room.
where are you? This isn't good.
By ourselves.
Revelio.
And anytime you do Revelio, oh, hey, look, you will see
Where
a
am I
thing.
supposed to go? What's
So,
happening?
It also
The
reveals.
wisps of magic seem to be leading me
which is
somewhere.
helpful. The wisps are leading you somewhere. Very good. But anytime that you kind of go in a direction for too long, I would say do that Revelio again so that you can. Ooh, I see you. Ooh, sorry. I see you. And then I can just Lumos. So yeah, you can always follow the wisps. Let in your great run for the wisps. You know, check around. Like that guy over there.
Oh, that's where they're leading me.
Yes.
That glow again.
That's exactly where they're leading you. But first, you know, just
Lumos.
get used to searching for things. Because you don't want to miss the opportunity. Alright, one more time.
Revelio.
Just to make sure. And it's not particularly big. Like
Lumos.
your, it's not AoE. What is it? Area of, it's not area, well, maybe area effect. Maybe that's correct. Hurt me. Oh man. Y'all know it. Y'all know what's going
I'm on my
down.
own this time.
Oh, we are. And remember, now that we've revealed everybody, you have to do Lumos in order to get it to activate. Nope, that's Revelio. Sorry,
Lumos.
wrong one. All right, here we
It
go.
seems I have no choice. I need to align these statues with their reflections. Potato, stupefy.
He's incapacitated. That's the best time to hit him.
Stupefy.
And And the reason I'm able to do both Protego and Stupefy, hold Q during Protego. It's like it knew I was trying to explain it. When you hit Q, of course it's going to give you Protego, but if you hold it, then it will give you that Stupefy. So it's talk about a wizard's bread and butter. Like we heard that all the time during, HP. So use it as often as you can. You can also dodge, but you haven't really not fully learned it yet. So I just wouldn't rely on it until you know faux show. Yeah, let's get it going. Hey, how's it going? There's more people. I'll take it. Yes, except I didn't hit Stupefy this time.
Stupefy.
I mean, luckily it'll let you use it. Oh, so I would not recommend until you see that little symbol. Hey.
Stupefy.
I did. Oh my god. Okay. I got a little feeling. I swear to God.
Stupefy. Stupefy. Protego. Stupefy.
Whenever they're down, it's just the best time.
Stupefy.
Yes? Yes. That looks Mother of Troy.
Lumos.
And I'm just gonna say thank you. The people who actually respond. It's possible the link is broken. If so, here is the full link. Paste. I don't know why it would be broken. Sorry, we just have to pause for a moment and give thanks. Because anytime someone is willing to even acknowledge your campaign, much less spread the word, give them hearty thanks. Because they could just as easily ignore you.
Who said that?
What do you mean? Who said what?
What were you reading?
Oh, because I sent out every time we do an Instagram live, or really anything of that variety. So I just sent out a blast on Instagram to let people know, hey, about the thing. And someone let me know that the link was broken. I was like, oh, here, let me have your thing. But even when people like the thing I sent to them, I would just respond with thank you, because I could just ignore your message, no matter how close you are. They have that liberty.
Revelio.
All right, the wisps are telling me to go that way. And on that way, I will... Oh, thanks for the sprint. I know it seems weird to, run in the dark, but it's a little easier if you're trying to both look for chests and follow the wisps, because the wisps will fly out in front of you.
Revelio.
I think this does actually have something around the other side. So we're just gonna run to this other side real quick. Well, I guess not. Okay. Alright, so here's the thing to investigate one more time. Man, Your red hair is quite right, my friend. Last chance. See anything in the way of a thing? Alright, I guess it is. Plus, because I've been meeting so many people at Holly Shorts, I've collected quite a lot of new friends, so it's always touchy asking for help, but no one knows better the struggles you go through than fellow filmmakers, so it's always worth it to at least ask. Hey, wait.
Revelio.
Just making sure. Okay, cool. And we go. Now, these rooms are so fun because you can tell the haze in it it makes you feel like you're walking through water, almost literally. But these are another great example of just fantastic game design. You can tell it looks like there's like a waterfall like off to the side here. It's wacky. You'll notice if you take a moment, don't just go straight for the thing you know they want you to do. Just take a moment and see what's going on. You can find chests and hidden things. I didn't actually realize until after I'd done this that...
Hello? Are you there?
Uh-huh.
Professor Fig?
Yes. Godric's heart, I'm glad you're all right. I'm somehow back in the entry room to the vault.
I don't see a way to open the door.
There must be something. I'll keep looking over here.
So, kind of fun, because at least you know where he is. Like, the purpose of this is to find Professor Fig. You found him, you just can't get to him. So inspect everything before you go straight to the thing that is literally displayed in the middle of the room. So, fountain, chest, fountain. Fountain. I'm so sorry for having to crunch in your ear. This is just gonna be the MO for today. Alright. Wild ride number 3. You ready to investigate, Garrett?
Let's do this.
Woo!
I'm also doing a little bit of cold calling while watching it, trying to get us up in contributions.
Thanks, man. We're now at 63 backers.
There you are. How did you...
There's no way what I've done has worked already. I haven't gotten a reply from anyone yet, so maybe we just got one.
That basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
Okay, the most recent contribution was for an associate producer credit.
Holy balls.
Yeah.
I wondered, I was like, that number
That's
seems...
once. They donated over $1,000.
It's Gabby! Hey, Gabby!
Thank you, Gabby.
I'm not sure she wanted me to advertise that, but no, I met her through Stage 32 and she was amazing. And thanks, Gabby.
Impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the ritual wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We will.
Looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Oh, y'all is on.
No way out!
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Oh, yes. You know what's next.
Yeah.
Did you say K?
Said I've seen that before.
It's hard not to have seen a lot of that, like in parts in different places, but man, is it exciting to see it here. You know, I don't know that about you, Garrett. What is your house?
You know, I don't know if I've ever done that test before.
Shut your ass.
If I have, it's been a long time.
I mean, clearly you have something else we need to do now because the world needs to know.
I guess so.
And by the world, I mean me.
Uh-huh. All right, I'll pull it up real quick.
For those of you who are just now joining us, I can actually see how many people are watching. I just can't see any of the chat stuff, so my apologies. I don't know why it says 315 channels active. I'm like, yes, I don't have 15 channels. Hello. So the whole reason we are doing this gaming telethon, partly so we can enjoy our last day of this Kickstarter campaign, because, you know, there was a lot of learning here. There was a lot of growing here. There was a lot of tears. Because as I think up and coming filmmakers, professional filmmakers, one of the things that we didn't quite realize is that marketing is its own beast. Like, we know it mentally, but actually experiencing it is an entirely different thing. So yeah, we're looking to truly enjoy the last hours of our campaign. And we only have one goal for all of today, other than to play games and have fun and hopefully let y'all enjoy the ride. Is basically to get to 100 backers. We have some very kind supporters as the video finally comes back on, who have agreed to a matching backing amount provided we get to 100 backers. So if you're watching this, if you've gotten the notice and you would like to
I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the ministry.
Just contribute anything. $1, $10, doesn't matter. $100 is totally awesome, but you don't have to. Because what we really want is just that 100 backer, that triple digit milestone. All right, guys. Hogwarts Legacy. I always think of the iPad game first. We're about to do the sorting ceremony. So if you guys have not watched this, it's quite fun. Lots of adjacent familiar faces as well.
My jealous black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one
the
more.
Sorting Hat has made its decision.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
I am a Hufflepuff.
Wait, which site did you go to?
The official one.
So Pottermore.
Yes. Or wizardingworld.com.
Yeah, they've
yes.
combined
A bit
now.
older than the others.
But that makes
aren't
sense
you?
also, because you're a very kind-hearted
You
person.
come
so-
here with preferences and preconceptions.
And a very good host. Every time I come over for food, very good host.
Expectations.
Well, I'm glad that you approve of the Sorting Hat's decision making then.
Yeah. So for those of you who have not had a chance to play Hogwarts Legacy, which is what we're doing now on Steam, because I'm a PC person, because I'm old. If you connect your fan account, which is I think the one you're on right now, Garrett, with Steam, with Hogwarts Legacy, then it will actually remember the details of your wand, your preferred house, and your Patronus. So that's fun. The downside to that is that so it allows you to have 4 characters, and if you want one for each house, which is kind of what I'm doing, so I already have a Ravenclaw, like myself. I've already tried a Hufflepuff and a Gryffindor. So my last character, today's character, is going to be a Slytherin. So you guys can kind of see, you kind of have to hijack the connection. And I won't lie, I feel like every time I do this, I always go, I can't wait to explore, because who the fuck cares about class? But also it's partly because when you start going through the story, you realize how much of it isn't classes. So, you know, just saying, if I seem like a bit of a rebel, it's not actually because I'm a rebel. It's because there's so much more to do in the rest of the environment.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well.
Oh, I guess.
You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
Because it took my stuff. And I was like, why does it know me so well already? I haven't said a thing. Oh, right, because it's using another source material. So clearly you have the ability to choose. You either accept what is given to you or you choose a different house. Again, I love my house. I'm happy to stay there, but for today, we're gonna use that wit and wisdom.
I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power.
And that's what we're gonna do today. And what's fun is sometimes reversing the expectations of this, like having a really mean Hufflepuff or like a really adventurous Ravenclaw.
Slytherin!
My partner actually has made one of the kindest Slytherins ever. It's nice seeing Gryffindors celebrate a Slytherin.
And one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. No. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
We get to see the common room!
As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Just a friendly reminder, if you're watching for the first time, please go to sanctuaryfilm.net to learn more about our project
as a fifth year.
and
it may
see
be a bit
about
of a challenge,
the last day
but one I'm sure
of
you're
our
up for.
campaign.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Will you look at that?
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
beautiful landscape shot of Hogwarts. Who doesn't love that? I tell you what, that is the reason to go to Universal.
Oh, looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Welcome to Hogwarts. Find your common room. But I'm in the common room. Oh, like where everybody gathers. I'm gonna take a moment just to enjoy the view because I have never been in the Slytherin common room. And I love that it's just got this one little ray of light that comes in and everything else is very dungeon-like. But it does allow for very lovely soft lighting and kind of mossy green carpets here and nice little hearth in the middle. Like clearly they like it a little bit cozy as well. I appreciate that while green is their main color, it's just not the only color. Again, for those of you who have not had a chance to, they have this all over where you can like drink tea and eat stuff and lots of little interactive moments, which is quite fun. All right. Clearly we followed the thing, but I do like exploring. So I'm just gonna take a gander. All right, so we've got other dorm rooms, more stained glass. What do they call it? Sunroof. It's a hole at the tippity top of your roof in order to let light through. I'll think of it. Skylight. Haha. See, I told you I'd think of it. Oh, hey, look. If I just keep going around, it'd come back around. And now I'm still on my way to the common room. Nanny, nanny, nanny. Don't you just hate it when the map tells you what to do and where to go, and you're like, I can figure it out. Thanks. Look, cakes. I can eat those too. Oh, that's lovely. Giant walls. It's all very high. I feel like it must allude to the whole high achieving thing. Oh, and you might actually recognize, because I'm starting to recognize it, this little stairwell looks like how Harry and Ron escaped right after changing. And they were down in this little common area here, right? You can see another set of stairs. Those two.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Yes, there are. Oh, great! The whispers have started. But you can see the two couches where they talked, and then they ran away and escaped in this direction. So, all very nostalgic.
I can't imagine starting a new school this late. A little room, everyone. Why does the ministry require animation?
See, you can literally just. Look. When I first started, I was like, "What is this? Why am I looking at a globe with an F over it?" Because every time you walk past one, you can just give it a whirl.
Transfiguration is far too difficult for me. Much prefer potions. I like that.
Oh,
That's
look.
not helpful.
Look. Haha.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Figgs who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
If I'm being honest, it was terrifying.
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
Indeed. And how did you escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
I feel like Sebastian has this conversation with others outside of his house. Like, I think he says the same thing when you meet him in a classroom if you're in another house.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Bum bum bum.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
I really wish we had our tea biscuits. All right, round 2. Meeting new friends. Let's get it on. You see what I'm saying though? Like, yes, it seems like a decorated hostage situation, but it also has really like ambient lighting. It's actually quite lovely. I mean, if it's going to be there.
You're not going to move there, are you?
Here,
say again?
Watch this.
Oh, I said it's a beautiful
I
game.
didn't warn you.
It's a beautiful game.
Checkmate. Told you. They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Oh, no. See, it's there. It's just waiting. It just needs to be knocked around a bit. I've already spun you, dude. I'm not gonna come back to you. It's a bit like a tax, though. Every time you pass, you gotta just give it a whirl. Will you look at that? I had no idea that it was actually underwater.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
That's good to hear.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here?
Oh my.
Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
All right, here we go. Now, it is about 20 minutes before we stop for our little bio break. We're going to do this every couple of hours. So if you are chiming in and you would like to continue watching, we're just going to go on a brief pause and come back. So all you have to do is follow Man, this is beautiful. That is, I mean, just lovely.
Also, can we take a second to appreciate that we are now at 66 backers.
66. I can't. Look, I'm just gonna. Can we just? You are quite correct. 66. Holy wow! And if you add information, I am kind of in an awkward situation to say something about it. But we've gotten 3 more. Thank you so much. Nancy, DNIC, I don't know what that stands for, but thank you. Omari, my partner in all things in-person meetup this weekend. Thank you so much for your contribution. Gabby, girl, I just emailed you. Thank you for becoming our newest associate producer. So excited. And we've gotten lots of contributions even since we started doing perk fulfillment. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. We've got Sarah Weldon. I have never heard of Prism Master Studio, but I will check it out right now. Steve Taylor, Andrew Fox, Knight of Words. I love that name. Thank you for that. Andrea Churchill, Susan Gardner-Mayer, which I feel like that must be someone we know. And Scott Gardner and Sarah. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to spread the word. And thank you for being part of the ride. So at 66 backers, that means we need 34 backers in order to unlock the last of our 7,000 supporting, which, if I remember correctly, Garrett and I have access to it, but we get permission from the outside people. So they're in the wings waiting. I would like to at least show you guys, since Garrett, was there anything else you wanted to stop and chat about before we continue our gameplay?
Carry on. I might be grabbing lunch with Levi shortly. But
we just got 67.
Oh my goodness.
I know, this is so fun. I'm glad look, if you guys are having fun, that's all I care about. And again, I don't know this person, but thanks for jumping on. John Young Norris Jr., thanks so much for being our 67th contributor. We're so glad to have you. Again, we're just going to be doing this all day. We're going to be gaming and tracking and thanking and giving all the shout outs and generally just having a grand old time fucking around online. Oh, and we're just about at the 12-hour mark. 12 hours to go. 12 hours, y'all. It's wild. Okay, I'm good. Are you good? How are you doing? Garrett, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm super excited. We're killing it. 67 already, and we've only been actively pursuing this for the past 2 hours, so we're doing great.
That's true. That is true, because the first 2 hours was spent troubleshooting. Woo! And that's a lesson to all of you, boys and girls, and people of non-binary genders, that sometimes you just got to give yourself plenty of time to do something. Yeah, so here we are. Pardon me, I'm so sorry. I am gonna have to get some water here soon, so that's why we also do these little breaks. So let's just take another 8-10 minutes. Let's get to our first class and see how that all works out. And then, yes?
I'm gonna run to lunch, so I'll be a little bit
that's
longer.
Right. Fair enough. I'm happy to continue doing this on my own. And partly because
I will return.
I also feel like What is she doing? There we go. She I was gonna say that the my other game of choice typically is Age of Empires, which Age of Empires is one of those things where it's better played with at least one other player. Garrett, have you ever played Age of Empires?
I have not. No, I haven't.
I don't think it's terribly expensive if you wanted to try a game. I usually do LAN games here with Q, but I don't know how we do it at distance. I'm assuming we still can. Anyway,
which one would you prefer? I get
number 3, Age of Empires 3. It just
Definitive
gives you
edition?
yeah, because it should give you access to Asian empires. Is it free?
Yeah.
Fuck yes, get that.
The definitive edition is free to play, but the base game is $20. I don't understand. I'll add it to my library.
Okay.
Now the big question is, will I be able to play it on Linux? Because Steam has a compatibility layer that lets you play Windows games on Linux, but it's hit or miss. Some games work great, some games don't work at all, some games kind of half work. So we'll see. I'll download it and we'll try it out.
I mean, can you Google it real quick to see if
Yeah,
someone's
I
already
can
figured
do
that
that
out?
as well.
Just
gameplay.
Thank you guys, by the way. Anybody who's watching, I'm sure this is boring AF to you whenever we start the chit chat. But this is, look, that we're filmmakers, right? And when we do things and we got to get stuff done, this is literally how we got it done. Not necessarily playing a game, but like we would once a week jump on a Zoom, have a conversation, get stuff done. You know,
They say it will run out of the box on Steam Play, no problem. So let's try it.
Sweet. No, just that way you have a chance to have some fun too.
Yeah. Holy large! It's 50 gigabytes.
Is that large?
Yeah.
I was unaware.
That's okay. I'll download it and we'll play it together.
Bless you. Did you hear we're at 67 backers? I said, did you hear we're at 67 backers? I know. Hey, speaking of person.
Okay.
If I sent you the link. Okay, see you soon. If I sent you the link, would you send to your work people since today's last day? Okay, I'll email it to you. All right, guys. This is our last 10 minutes together before we switch over. Thank you for hanging in there. Meeting Professor Weasley, who's surprisingly hard-nosed. She's very...
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
So, for those of you who are unfamiliar...
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
It's basically your giant
The guide will give
settings
you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about
menu.
wizarding lore. Do keep up.
Oh, more about those chests later.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
So, my hotkey is 1.
Revelio.
Ooh, look. Field guide. Selecting that. It says Kelpie statue. This statue depicts the Kelpie, a shape-shifting water demon native to Ireland and Great Britain, which usually takes the form of a long-maned horse. The largest Kelpie ever reported is the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland. Well, isn't that fun? You've just unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. That's good to know. All right, as discussed, this is basically what the point of this book is. It's just so that it's a yeah, your settings, it's everything. So what you carry, what you collect, you know, your progress for your challenges. And it says, this is your wizarding level. XP earned from challenges increases your level and power. Oh, it's giving you a little walkthrough. Thanks. Your field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenge menu to continue. And since we're on field guide, that's the one we're selecting. Each challenge has tiers. Special rewards unlock at each tier you complete, from appearances to critical upgrades, which is hella fun because if you just Revelio pretty much everywhere you go, you can find some really cool shit. Rewards must be claimed, pardon me, from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. All right, still following
Clever,
Professor
isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
I like how the snake torches are helpful to guide you back towards your dorm. Sorry, house. Oh, coming up on the next cool thing. Yep.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay, so M for map. Hogwarts is divided into 2 main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live and includes the House of Common Rooms and the Great Hall. And you'll see the Great Hall off to the side. Select the Grand Staircase region to continue. So Grand Staircase, if you know the name of it, I would just say collect it on the left-hand side, because otherwise it is real hard to like rotate this map and find stuff. It's real hard. In this view, you can see the flue flames available in that region. Green flue flames represent flames you have discovered, including your own house common room. Gray flue flames reveal the location of undiscovered flames. So you do have to do a bit of exploring in order to open up the map before you can do fast travel, which, as we all know, isn't always as fast as you think. It's probably still faster than like running around, but still. And especially on a day like today where I'm sharing with you good people, there is a bit of lag. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. The right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including the astronomy tower, the library, and greenhouses. Will you look at that greenhouse? I'm so excited. I mean, I've been there before, but y'all, I can't wait to show you. I think you're going to love it. Select the library annex to continue. So again, if you know what it's called, I would just go to the left. It's just easier to find it. Professor Weasley has unlocked the Central Hall Floo Flames for you. Use A or D to rotate the map, which for our purposes can also be left or right arrow. And fast travel to the Central Hall Floo Flames with a spacebar. Which I guess that's where we're going. I guess that's where we're going now. That's what it said. So that's where we're going. All right, guys, we just have a couple of minutes left. I am going to stop sharing here shortly just so I can wrap us out and count us down. Again, we're here specifically to continue promoting our last day, doing our Kickstarter campaign. If you'd like to be able to find it, you can go to sanctuaryfilm.net. You can also just look up Sanctuary on Kickstarter. I'm sure it will bring it up for you. We're going to be around all day doing this telethon, and mostly so that we can assuage our anxiety about this campaign and have a bit of fun as part of the team. And we thought it would be fun for you guys as well to come out and play with us if you're available. And if you are available and you would like to play, hit me up. Let me know. Happy to have you on. Clearly,
and here we are. Quite the time
Hogwarts
saver.
is a single player.
These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
All right, still in the follow mode. Let's go.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
My father said he was a high school.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Ooh, let's ask a few questions. Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Oh, I think you guys are going to love Professor Hecat. If you haven't played this before, she is quite the Spitfire
What will I learn in
Ravenclaw.
Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thanks.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Now the question is, do I lie? Or do I not lie? I feel like the nature of a Slytherin is to hide. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I feel like they would take a long time to reveal the truth.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece.
Ah,
Perfectly
I'm
good
so
boats
glad
and
we got
carriages to
some streamers.
Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Oh, we going shopping. All right, before we start talking with Fig, which is our next big thing, let's stop this share so you guys can see. I promise I'm still here. But we're going to take a break because bio breaks are important, whether you're sitting at your computer doing your own thing, or you're playing like me, or you're just watching me play. That's fine too. Apparently that's a thing. But we're going to take a brief bio break. Do come back and watch us on YouTube. You can watch us on Twitch, both of which are at Owl Echo Entertainment, one of the sponsors of our film, Sanctuary the Short Film. If you are just now tuning in, don't forget to check out our campaign at sanctuaryfilm.net, and we'll be back just shortly. See you guys soon. Bye now.